Good morning, friends. Good morning, friends. Good morning. Happy Thursday. Happy Thursday to you. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, and your face will surely show. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you don't want to get out of bed, raise your hand. If you didn't want to get out of bed, raise your hand. It was so cold this morning that I have goosebumps on my body. It is so cold. I didn't want to get out of bed. Y'all are being slow this morning. What is happening, buttercups? What's happening? Nobody's talking. Everybody's just chilling. I'm on also an hour early. I am on an hour early today because we got appointments today. The cable guy is coming and Baxter has an appointment. Oh yes, oh yes, oh yes, oh yes, oh yes. Happy Thursday. I'm on my own today, it appears, because nobody is yapping. So, this morning I have, hey, Martin, what's it? I have cable guy coming in this morning to do my, actually, I have my security guys coming in this morning to do my cameras. Yep, my cameras. And then Baxter has an appointment. His dew claws are like wrapped around each other. Hi Les, everybody's slow. Nobody's talking. There's like, everybody's probably like, why is Danielle on now? Everybody on TikTok is quiet. Nobody's talking. Hello, morning. What's going on? Today's Thursday. How you feeling? What you doing? What's happening? It is freezing outside of my garage right now. But, you know, it's the way it is. So today, not only do we have security cameras being installed, we have to take Baxter to the vet because of his dew claws. He's what, 7, 8, and he's never had his dew claws cut. So, hi Chrissy. Oh, it's only subscribers only? Shit. Okay. Let me try to fix that. I was playing around with something yesterday. Hold on. Let me see how I fix that. More. I don't know how I take that off. Anybody? Oh, here, let me do this. Total subscribers. Okay, I'm gonna turn it off today. I meant to turn it off. Sorry. Okay, you guys can talk. Thank you for telling me. Sorry. Sorry. I was playing, so let me explain what's happening right now. Sorry. I was like, why is nobody talking? Okay, so here's the thing. Yes, it's freezing. Hi Mars, how you doing, bruh? I joined the subscribers live thing on TikTok because, for many different reasons. Because I want to be able to vacate. If I'm starting to get agitated, and if y'all are starting to get agitated with the amount of trolls that are coming on, I want to be able just to switch it. And just sometimes I'm going to do both of my accounts just because I get so many. And it's frustrating sometimes for me, as it is for you. So I am going to do that subscriber thing. You don't have to join it. You can do whatever you want, stay as long as you can. But I'm starting to get really irritated with the shit I get. So, thanks, Debbie. So that's why I joined the subscriber thing. So forgot about that. I had to just subscriber chat only on. So if you're on the TikTok and you enjoy my lives and want peace and quiet and comfort, that's an option that we can do. And so if I get irritated, I can always just do subscriber chat only and you guys can hear, but you won't be able to chat. I never really knew that was an option. I didn't really understand it. It is, TikTok gets a lot of the money, but at the same time, people love it. People enjoy it. And so, protection. And we can do more things as creators on there and not have to worry. Bye, Mars. Anyway, he did fall about, 2 weeks ago. Hi, Aunt Lala. How you doing? What's going on? I am going to wrap the Porsche. I've been wanting to take it in to see how much it'll cost. I don't know what, I don't know, even a roundabout figure. I'm thinking, $3,000, $4,000, something like that. But I would like to wrap it. I would like to pimp daddy it out. If I'm driving it, right? Fuck Dan. I make the rules. Might be like Chrissy. I mean, you laugh. I've heard it's cheaper to wrap a car than a paint job. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, inflation is here. It's real. Everything's marked up. So probably 4 years ago, I probably could have wrapped it for $2,000. So now it's probably $5,000. Rhonda, I think that would be a recipe for divorce if I sold it. And not only would Andrew stop talking to me, but Dan would definitely probably divorce me. That's the one thing he's always wanted in his life. He achieved it, and he would never buy a new one. So, he blew money a long time ago when he made it. So, that's his baby. I'm gonna tell him you said that, Rhonda. Thanks, Michael. Good morning, Kim. So, anyhow, like I was saying before y'all couldn't talk to me, today's a crazy day. No, he doesn't. So his excuse is, Grandpa, right? Fine. I get the grandpa thing, because it's hard to get in and out of that Porsche. I told you, I have difficulties. And I'm 49 3/4. So last night on the live, he was saying, well, Grandpa, this is Grandpa. Because then I said, well, there's a lot of times you drive, right? Yeah. There's a lot of times he drives without Grandpa when I'm home with Grandpa. And I'm like, yes, but you don't ever take the Porsche. And he walked away and he was like, well, it's not the easiest to get in and out of. No shit, Sherlock. I wanted to hear him say that. I know that belly gets in the way. Sorry, Dan, love you. But it's hard. Andrew wants it. Oh shit, he's here. Shh. Hey, come talk really quick. I'm gonna go pee.
All right. Good morning. Dan, where's Grandpa? He's still sleeping. He's sleeping. Look, it's early here. It's cold. You know that? It's cold here. Good morning. Hi, Rita. Hi, Leslie. Hi, B. Roseanne. Amanda. Mary Marr. B. J. Good morning. Bobby Gamer. California Vic. Kim. How are y'all doing? Melissa Corona. Oh, New York. It's freezing here, too, in California. I don't know what's going on, but I am not a doctor, Dr. Al. I'm a retired lawyer. Maui, my favorite place in the entire world. I hope things are getting better over there. I absolutely love Lahaina and Kaanapali, and I got to go back as soon as you guys are up and running again. Doc, I am a retired lawyer. Hey, how you doing in Spain? Hey, Pat Peters. Good morning, Maggie in California. I'm pretty much retired, but for some reason I seem to be working more now than in other things other than law than I did when I was working. So, Rhoda or Rhonda, Hawaii is gorgeous, and if you go to Maui. I left my heart in Maui. I don't, that one of my favorite place in the world. How you doing in Jerusalem, Karen? San Antonio and Burr, Karen. I love thunderstorms. Not today. Netherlands, my God, we got a lot of people here from all over. For only 185 people, we have a good wide geographical disbursement of people. I do listen to Danielle's lives, not all the time, but typically I'll go on walks and I'll be on phone calls, and if I'm not talking to anybody, I'll watch her lives.
How are you gonna leave and not have cereal out?
Well, hopefully I'm going to get back in a hurry.
TV on.
I'm leaving early.
Jesus Christ!
It's freezing.
It doesn't matter. You still prepare.
It's
Sorry,
frosty window.
I had to freaking go and set up Grandpa's breakfast because you know who didn't do it. Anyhow, he should start running. Anyhow, that made me mad. Megan, the Ireland t-shirt was from a follower. Yeah. Hello in Jamaica. Tethered. Yeah, nothing. I was like, TV's not on. Let me go check. Nothing on the table. No cereal with banana in it. Who had to do it? Me. I did it. Anywho, tethered. Bad first day of school. Giggle memories. I know, Irish. I'm on early today. I've got my Comcast guy, my security guy coming out anywhere from 9 to 11. So I'm like, just in case he's bright and early, I was like, let me, start early so I'm available. Yes, it is not raining here, Darren, but it is cold. It does, this is the thing about California. Mornings and evenings are really cold now in the fall, and then it warms up to maybe mid to high 60s. Thanks, Sammy. So, hi, Bobby. So you guys, I've downloaded the subscription for TikTok again one more time, just so when I get tired of the bullshit, I can change it and just put subscriber chat only. Snow coming off metal roofs. It's cooler than that right now. Hi, Cindy, how are ya? You need to get a running machine. You don't even have to run, you just need to move. Hi, Susan. Whew. So anywho, yes, today's a busy day. And then Mike Clint texted me yesterday. My intent is to not make you feel lazy. Hi, Ellie. And he's like, casino? So Clint and I go to the casino about once every 3 weeks, once every 4 weeks. So this would be our third week, exactly today, since we went. So Dan gets pissed off. So, the casino's not good for you. No shit, Sherlock. No shit. It's not good for me. Buffalo. Buffalo. So I am going. I'm hoping to leave about 1 o'clock. The earlier the better, so I can get home earlier. Jennifer, do I ever win big? No. But one day I hope to. So I need to, what are you talking about? Orange pussy, cat. But I need to. One of these days, I'm due for it, right? Do people spend their whole lives losing and never win? Ugh. You're welcome, B. I love it. And that's what I love. I love coming on and talking to my friends. Good morning, Happy Rose. How are you? Are you happy? I am Dan's second wife. Yes. No. I'm his first and only wife. Americans start decorating now. Some crazy people have already started. You were coming on early today. Yeah, good morning. I am. Oh, hi from Fair Oaks. You're close. You're a hop, skip, and a jump for me. You know where Dan goes almost daily, Lily, to Boudin's, right in your neck of the wood. He loves Boudin's. I don't know why, but at least 2 to 3 times a week he goes and gets it. I know, I enjoy it. So I'm really talking myself, right? I'm really like, okay, Danielle, relax, don't do it. And when you're done, jump to it and get the fuck out. Because typically, the longer you stay in a casino, the worse you're gonna do, right? The longer you stay, the more you're gonna put in and the more you're gonna risk. So my goal today is, if my cameras are up, is to leave by 1 and to get home by latest 7. Charlotte, you're a smart woman. There's no need to go to a casino, because then it's not good, you know? Ultimately, it's not good if you can't control yourself. I play penny slots. This sure losers. And now one of my old friends, she's a regular there. So when I go, I hit her up and I'm like, all right, we're gonna be at the casino. Now she's trouble. She plays bigger and she risks a lot more money than I do. Because she comes, I'm always there later. So I'm like, fuck, girl, you better come because I can't stay with you. I know, I need to be better at that, Jay. Hi, Jerry, how are you? What's going on? So Dan's not happy, but you know, I can't always make him happy. I also have a civil duty to thy neighbor. And, you know, we have fun together. I get out. That's okay. But you don't have to have fun to drink. I do, but that doesn't mean it's okay. Remember 3 weeks ago, I hit my knees on the floor. Remember when I fell 3 weeks ago today? Or Tuesday, I think. We went on a Tuesday, and I'm still hurting. So I can't be doing, I'm not wearing those flip-flops today. Is there a game called Cash In? It's Cash Man, I think. I don't know. No, I know, Tam. And you know, here's the thing. I was telling my Zoomies, I said, you know, now that we are having Ed full time, I'm making more of an effort to get out for a couple hours, more than once a week or twice a week. I'm trying to do it every week to where I can get a break, because it's training, you know. For the last 2 years, we've had the ability to unwind for a couple days. And so is this what, our 6th week, I think, with him? And the adjustment is, I feel it, you know, it's not a bad thing. It's just an honest thing. I feel it. So, it is what it is. So I know for my mental health and my trying to cope, it's going to be important. Hold on. You're not going to believe it, but I have to pee again. Yes, sorry, we do. Why do you have them full time? I'll talk about it in that second. I got to pee again. Hold on. Give me a minute. I don't know why. Give me a minute. I don't know what's happening. I'm sorry. I think I'm always in a rush when I go to the bathroom, and so I don't release my bladder all the way. And then because my bladder is halfway in my vagina, it like triggers me. I feel like I'm having to pee every 2 seconds. So sorry. So Grandpa, we explained a little bit about that, of why we're keeping Grandpa. So Grandpa's progressed in his disease, right? So basically what happens is he's just harder work, right? The falling, we have to really, we're up and down. Look, we have a smart one, money. What money do we get, honey? Let me know what money we have. Do you realize he has 6 kids? Probably not, because when you're throwing out idiot phrases like money, you obviously don't know. So he is more fragile. He is right, and Mark is dealing with his own issues right now, and it's just tough for one person. You know, the thing we can do is me and Dan can tag team. You know, he can leave, and I can watch him, and vice versa. You know, like he's going to Thanksgiving, you know, he can leave and spend time with his family, and I can stay back and help Grandpa. It's not easy. It's not easy. You know, we work harder now for him because every time he's up, we're popping up. You know, Dad's up, your turn. It's exhausting. It's literally like a toddler just learning how to walk, right? So it is more draining, more worrisome, more stressful. And for one person, it would just be too hard, especially with Mark, you know? Mark's getting older. He's 65. So, you know, maybe because of that, he can come over and do like babysitting for us, right? So we can get out. Ed sitting, let's call it Ed sitting. So like tomorrow, Jennifer has the day off and we're gonna help her move. So we asked Mark, hey, can you come over, bring your truck? We're gonna take your truck, but sit with Grandpa. So, you know, it's just the shift. It's just the shift, the shifting of the tide. So yes, so I will probably do more things during the week for myself because the drain is real, and the how do I say this? I'm still struggling with this new feeling, right? Because, you know, I knew after at least 7 or 8 days or 5 days, I was gonna get a couple days. So it was kind of nice to go, okay, you know, 1 more day, 2 more days, and I can have some respite, right? And this feeling is being overwhelmed, right? It's draining. And so I'm still learning how to work with that feeling, right? And, you know, ultimately he has good days and bad days. So yesterday was a high stress day. He was feeling better. So what happens when he's feeling better? Up and down, up and down. ADHD is like in full swing. He's resetting quicker because he's not processing, and it gets really exhausting. So anywho, I'm still learning how to adjust to that, our new way of life, once again. So he wants to go. He doesn't stop going. So it is what it is. So we'll do the best we can. We'll figure it out like we always do. And we will do what we have to give ourselves, you know, those breathers. You know, I have the niece and nephew I tend to escape with on the weekends, so I have chunks of time. I've been really busy this week, and So I will try about two, maybe 3 times a week, just to get out for an hour, hour and a half, 2 hours maybe, and do my thing. No, it's not. And yeah, so, I was feeling guilty about, and he's adjusted. I saw somebody say something. It's probably a good idea that Grandpa doesn't switch houses anymore. And 100%, there is some sort of a piece I can tell in him that he's really adjusted, and I think it's better, especially as he progresses. And what would you be doing with your life if you didn't have Ed right now? I'd probably be traveling. I'd probably be going to visit my daughter a lot more. I would have free time and not that stressed. Life would be much different. How long has he been full-time? The last 6 weeks. Yeah. Changes in routine. And changes in routine affect us, right? Even us. My routine has changed, right? So my body is slowly adjusting to that, right? And that's okay. That happens. And it's hard. But like last night, I woke up in a panic. I was like, I shouldn't go to the casino tomorrow. I just shouldn't go, Why am I going? And I'm thinking, go. You always enjoy it. You have fun. It gets you out of the house. You go out with friends and you can escape for a little bit, right? That's it. And I know, and I'm trying to go earlier when it's less crowded, so I can be home at a reasonable time, because that's important too. Instead of going later and not getting home, because when my friend gets there, they both want to go eat, and then it gets us late. Yeah, I do need escapes, but I need to, I just need to be better at taking, not doing, just having a healthy limit, right? Which I'm working on. I've been really proud of myself for doing it. So as long as I can do that and stick to that, then I'm doing good. Why do you spend hours at night doing a live rather than doing something for yourselves? User, what you don't realize is that is something for us. Dan and I enjoy doing that together. That's part of our date night. That's part of how we connect. We didn't really have some sort of thing. He got over the gambling thing, right? Hold on. Judy. Oh no. Yeah. And so, for so long, our connection, right, was soccer, right? We traveled to go watch our daughter play college soccer. And before that, it was, their competitive soccer. So we had that connection that we'd love to do together, right? Soccer stopped. She graduated college. And then it was like, what do we do together? What can we enjoy to do together now, right? Because he doesn't enjoy gambling. He doesn't enjoy, he likes going out to eat, sitting at a bar, having a couple drinks, eating and coming home, which is fine. So this social media is something that we're doing, and it has changed our relationship for good. And a lot of people don't see that as a connection between me and my husband. That's probably one of the best, I would say, social media is probably one of the best things that happened to our relationship. So, yeah, Grandpa, because Jerry, you have to remember that Grandpa always thinks he needs to take care of Mark. All day yesterday. Where's Mark? When is he coming over? You need to feed him. He doesn't have food. You need to make sure he comes over so he can eat. I'm worried about him, right? All these things. And it's like, he's 65 fucking years old. He's a grown man. Age doesn't make a difference. I'm like, he's not coming over. You live here with us. So when he's with Mark, right? What does he do to Mark? He worries about Josh because he remembers Josh being young and unable to provide for himself. So there it is. Thanks, EK. So yeah, so basically, he was fine with Mark, but he tends to coddle, you know? That's what he does. He's a coddler, you know, and always with Mark. And so it drives even Mark crazy. He doesn't think it's Mark's house. He fights with Mark about the rules in the house, you know? He thinks Mark's lying about the house. He makes sure he, you know, wants to see the proof in writing that Mark owns it. You know, he gets things a little bit differently because in his brain, he doesn't have a job, you know, so it's hard. It's hard. Yeah, and so like Dan showed, you know, yesterday in the video, people always say, your wife's such a bitch. She can't say our house. Why does she always say my house? And we've explained this frickin' 5 billion times. Because Grandpa wants to know black and white. He wants to know the truth. He doesn't want to have sunshine blowing up his ass. At the beginning, he also wanted to be told. You know, he wanted to see proof. He wanted to make sure that we weren't lying to him because he doesn't remember. Now he never questions me, right, on wanting to see proof. He just goes with it. He'll say, is this my house? And he looks at me and I kind of look at him. And sometimes he'll look longer, so I'll shake my head. He goes, that's right. I live here with you and Dan, right? So he wants to know. He wants to know. Because in his mind, that's important to him. Yeah, and Tracy, nobody will understand because everybody's different, you know? You can't just always go along with Grandpa. Even Andrew, I know, Lake Man. And by the way, the story I told about the radio was 100% accurate. We were having issues. You know, it was either spend $3,000 to try to figure out if the radio, you know, we could get it to work. And ever since we bought the 996, it always had a radio problem. And so, or we could have bought a new radio. So my Porsche guys were like, Danielle, it's a lengthy process. My advice would be to just get a new one, save the other one, and when you're willing to tinker with it, then tinker with it and spend the money. But until then, right? And so I told Dan, and he's like, I don't want to spend it, just fucking do it. That's what he did. So I had just had a friend that bought a Porsche, and he said he had just upgraded his radio because he was having the same issues in his Porsche. And so I went to the guy he used. And yeah, Dan, he can't work it because it was kind of like one of those high-end radios, you know? It's like a $3,500 radio. And it comes with a remote. And his biggest thing is he can't fucking work it. So what's happening right now is it's wiring because like it'll work and then one side of the speakers go out, but you can still hear it. But it's been a pain in the ass. But yes, we still have the radio. And he said, just do whatever you gotta do, just as long as you have the radio, that we can always put it back to factory. So, no, but it is what it is. And it is a pain in the ass radio because it's touchscreen and Dan doesn't know how to set up his Bluetooth in there. So he always like puts in CDs and it pisses him off because he doesn't know how to work it. So I think that's why he's always like bitching about it. And I think that's one of the reasons that they're not being able to get up out of it. He doesn't drive it. So the Subaru is easier to get in and out of. And it's got satellite radio and all that stuff, which we could hook up in the Porsche, but he wouldn't be able. So yes, he just makes me, like I make fun of him, right? He likes to throw daggers at me. I make fun of him because he's easy to make fun of, but it didn't really piss me off, you guys. It didn't really piss me off. It irritates me, but I stormed off because I had to go to the bathroom. I was being a little dramatic for effect. So anyhow, guess what? I have to pee again. What the fuck is wrong with me? So anywho, but I want to wrap it. I do want to wrap it. Hi, Goodman. And I want to wrap it because I'll tell you why, but I gotta pee. What the hell's wrong with me? Sorry. Sorry about that. But I want to wrap it because it not only protects the paint, but I've got fucking cats that like to jump on the car. And you can't, because until I can put my car back in the garage and protect it better, once all this stupid construction is done, it's just hard, you know? And there has been little dings in it and, you know, what happens when you ding, a little paint scratch. So, yeah. Thanks, Shane. My first subscriber badge. Any orb activity, not since yesterday, Kiki. Yeah, I left on dramatic effects because the trolls love it, you know? And the numbers jumped. How crazy is that? Yeah. I also have a little infection, so I think that creates it too, a little bit. But I'm also on earlier, so my body's used to ping this many times before I get on because I haven't had time to, like, you know, I finish my coffee and normally I do pee 3 or 4 times before I get on. Thanks, Robin. So wrapping it is like a big sticker for the most part. So it just, you can change the color if you wanted to. And it just is a kind of like a seal coat to just if you feel like a new color or for protection. I think most people use it for protection, right? So because the car is 20 years old, I think it would benefit from a wrap. And I don't know how long they last. Anybody knows? Like 5 years, something like that. Hi, Bronx Nana, how are you? So I think it would be fun. I've always wanted to also 10 plus years, really? That long? Badass. All right, I gotta check into it. Maybe that's one of the things I'll do to get out of the house next week. Is to go. We have a wrapping place right down the road, and maybe. Oh, really? Goodman, how much was it? Yes, it is expensive. So I'm wondering if maybe I tell him who we are, and then maybe he'll work me a deal if I advertise. You know, I'm starting to get good at haggling, and especially because we're local. The godmotherhood. Okay, as much as I laugh at that, I would never do that. However, I want like a matte, like stone color, like a deep gray. I want the matte. I've also wanted, yes, I'm a haggler now. Hi, Chris. I've always wanted the red, you know, brake paddles on the, you know, inner tire too. So yeah, the gunmetal, is that what it is? It's not black, but it's not light gray. It's in between. That's what I really want. Thank you, Power. So yeah, so I would love to change those out eventually, but that's expensive. And You know, it's just, to me, it's wasted money. But if I can wrap it, I might do it. And just surprise Dan. The end of the year is always so expensive for me. Not only is it present time, but taxes, property taxes, all my car insurances, house insurances. For some reason, when we set this shit up, it was horrible because it hits at the end of the year. So it's just so much outgo that kind of gives me anxiety. Surprise Dan. Well, I would have to surprise him. I don't even know how long it takes to do it. Like, is it a day process or is it a couple days? Sorry, Dan. Car's going in for a tune-up. I would have to Uber home because he would be so pissed. He's gonna bitch. I mean, definitely will bitch about it, but I'm doing it because I want to protect the paint. I want to protect the paint. It's taxes. It's so horrible. 3 a.m. Power. So anywho, that's kind of what I'm thinking, but I need to see what we're talking about as far as pricing before I commit, because then I might have to save a little bit for that. Stella, I'm joining from the hospital. Ooh, Stella. Waiting for your endoscopy. Well, hopefully you relax a little bit while watching. So today, security cameras, Fort Knox is being installed at the Salinger abode. Baxter's getting his dew claws. He's gonna be one pissed off dog, but I gotta give him his medicine by 10 to give him a little anti-anxiety med, because he's a freak in the sheets. Really at the vet. So Dan's gonna take Bax. I'm gonna deal with Fort Knox, and then when everybody gets done, I'm going. I know, but he is $9 grand. Get the fuck out. I won't do it for $9 grand. Yeah. Do I have to take it off too? Or is that part of the price? Shit. Yeah. Baxter's petrified of the vet. So we have to give him that anti-anxiety pill. But one of his dew claws is like literally wrapped around. Yeah. I need a sponsor. Shit. That's what I was thinking. I was thinking $5,000 in my head. Like $5 grand, I would wrap it. $5 grand. You know, that seems reasonable. And it's not a lot of wrapping, you know? I know. And Baxter's such a freak. Like, he will not let me touch his paws. His paws have been licked to death. He's missing hair. No idea until one day I was like, what the hell? $9 grand, yeah. I'm gonna win it today. Hi, Pam. So Heather, the front dew he has, you know, he injured it somehow and he won't let me touch it. He growls at me and everything. So I'm like, you know what? I've got to get one of them. You know how the vets get you now. You can't do their flea medicine unless they have an annual. So they're both due. So I thought, well, let me get Baxter in, do his annual, clip his nails, because Coda doesn't need her catty shot. She does fine in the winter time. And then in 3 months, I'll tell Coda, and maybe by then she'll need her catty shot. And then she'll get it and then give me another, 3 months time. Because I think once a year they have to redo it. So it's expensive, but I think he hurt his little dew claw. There's something like his nail split, I think. $6,000? And it's an SUV. All right. Oh no, my motion, I'm sorry. So yeah, we'll see. 5,000, yeah. I'm hoping it's about 5, but we're in California, so everything is a lot more expensive here. I'm so sorry. Where's it? In the house. Yep. He's out driving around, looking at the sites, looking for houses to buy, cars to buy, He's sleeping. And Ed's never on in the morning. So if you came here for Ed, get the fuck out. Anyhow. So yeah, today's a busy day. Tomorrow will be a busy day. And then Saturday, Laney's in an all-star, like 5 mini all-star games. So I will be there for half the day. Oh, yeah, I have a couple of flaws, but that's okay. At least you can't see the paint, you know? Hi, Angela, how are you? Hi, Boom. I'm good. Hello, WT Bones. Yeah, so I don't mind it, you know? Vet bills are fucking expensive. I mean, today will at least be $400 for medicine, which is $150 for 6 months, but it only lasts me 3, right? IPS, an annual exam, dew claw clipping. At least $400 every time I go to the vet. So expensive. Hi, Marianne, happy Thursday. But I needed to get both dogs on a regular schedule because of the flea meds. Because now they changed, you know, years ago, you used to be able to get them easy, and now you can't. So, because everybody wants more money, right? Let's say the underlying thing here is more money. Hi, Paige. Yeah, I wonder how much. We love them. I know. I never used to bring Gertie ever. My yellow lab, who died at like 16, never took her to get her first shots. Never put her on flea meds. Never took her to the vet. Nothing. She had a happy life. So now I get fucking Coco. Everything's a vet cost. Gotta take her in for this. I take her in for that. And 200 catty shot. These animals now are putting me in the poorhouse. Power. Thanks, Power. I appreciate that. Thanks for everything you did too. That's a hard work. I think about it, right? And here, just hear me out for a minute. Yeah, I won't do vaccines anymore. The itch is still there, Tim. But I'm on medicine, so I'm hoping that's what it is. What was I gonna say? Shit. What was I gonna say? Shit. Yeah, I don't do bitches the first vaccines. But to get their flea medicine, it costs. Everything costs these days. It's all about money, the bottom line, I think. Anyhow, do you have to get heartworm? Yes. So the heartworm, it's a heartworm flea and tick blend. Yeah. FJC. So we came up with an acronym for you know what. But it's JFC. So last night we said juicy fucking chicken. So that's our new thing. Juicy fucking chicken. Flea meds are crazy expensive. Yeah, so same here in California. So it's a duo, which is about $150 for 6 months. When you have 2 animals, right, it's every 3 months. We use, what about Sam, I don't remember, something. What about getting their teeth cleaned? I haven't even done that. And you know, Baxter probably needs to, but he's 7. I just don't know, you guys. Suffer from seizures. Yeah, I mean, they're expensive. Is why everyone has to go on strike. Yeah. Hi, Sean. And they have to get groomed. So expensive. No, the pig doesn't. They just roam free. I know. Dan should have been a vet, right? He wanted to. That was his first, love was animals, but he didn't want to do science. It was too hard for him. $65, I know. Maybe y'all should learn to be pet owners. This is gonna be a short run day for me. I know. And there's some German Shepherds whose hips go out. Yeah, well, and Sam was Dan, but he thought it was going to be easier to go to law school than being a vet. You have squirrels? No, I couldn't imagine ever having to euthanize pets either. Crazy expensive. But not on here, so you can see shortcuts for pets. Yeah, thyroid meds, y'all. I mean, and it's smart for the people who get pet insurance and then need to use it, right? Rarely, when she gets older, I was there often. Yes, me too. We have squirrels in our attic. No, I couldn't imagine. But there are people who have pets as squirrels as pets, and they love them. I couldn't imagine. I don't know, Lily, I don't know. Big Pharma is very expensive, and they rip you off, right? All right, it's pee time again. I know, you guys, this is horrible. But that's good, because I can go check on Grandpa and see what's up. Give me a minute. Especially when Dad's not here. It makes me uncomfortable. Sorry. Grandpa's still snoozing like a baby. I checked in on him. I said Ed a couple times just to see if he was, because sometimes he starts moving and grooving, but he is dead doornail. Well, that's wrong analogy to say, but he's dead asleep. Anyhow, so sorry, my bladder today. I'm going with the time because I'm normally not on. Shit. Anywho, so yeah, where were we? Rapping. Just kidding. I called my husband and he said bring them home. Oh, squirrels? They eat wires and shit, Nancy. Can you actually train squirrels? That's what I want to know. Anybody like, I've heard of that. Hello in Dubai, Grandpa's sleeping. He's typically sleeping. Actually, what time is it? 8. Come on, ass. 8:24. Oh, ticks. Oh, Chrissy. Well, you're in the forest, right? So, wrap it good. Ba-na-na-na-na. Crack that whip. Ba-na-na-na-na. Tell your husband to fuck off. Ba-na-na-na-na. Do what you want. Ba-na-na-na-na. And wrap that Porsche. Yes, mine too. I think back in the day, when they know their names. So back in the day when I said fuck it, right? True story, y'all. When I said fuck it, I'm tired of trying to keep up on this car and everything else, right? So I said, well, you know what? I ain't doing it. I ain't doing it, right? And so the car sat for 3 years. 3 years. And in that process, in the 3 years, right, hoses dried up. Now the right side mechanical door doesn't work. I got to fix that. And there was wires chewed, and new tires, and and then it took us a while to get it smogged, right? Because it sat. Oh, hi Penny. Thanks, Kim. And so, hi Furry. And so that's what happens when I go on strike. That's what happens when I go on strike. Did you hear me? That's what happens when I go on strike. 3 years later, now we've got a $10,000 repair bill, plus more, because it couldn't get smogged. So we did other things we didn't necessarily have to do, hoping it would fix it. And eventually, it was time. Oh, that's what I take. Simpatico trio. Anywho, so that, I can't do that anymore. So here's the thing. At the time, right, the Porsche wouldn't start. Dan's like, I don't want to put money into the car. I don't want to do it. So he bought a car. He bought a car. He bought a Subaru Outback just like mine. He bought a Subaru Outback just like, did you hear me? So I finally said, he kept it for 2 years. And I said, fuck that shit. I said, fuck that shit. So I sold it. I said, I'm not paying for a sixth car when one is sitting in the garage, costing more money every day that we don't get it up and moving. So I sold it. And I said, you want to cut costs? Well, that's a huge cost to cut. So sold his car. And then I said, we can invest the money and get the Porsche up and running. And he said, well, so he's taken over my car. He's taken over. First of all, his excuses were, I'm not driving a car that is, I'm not gonna drive a car that has no tags on it. So we finally fixed that. Now the car has tags. And now he says, oh, you guys, thanks, Audrey. And now the car has tags and he's still not driving it. So I'm pimping that fucker out. I'm gonna low ride it. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Bye, Bam. Bye, boo. So anyhow, yeah, so it's a clutch. I hate driving clutch. Look at my pictures. Y'all, what people are doing that you're seeing, for those of you that are on here, are part of the subscription. So it gives you fun little emojis that are personalized for you guys to use when you do, and you want to, and then you'll be part of the subscriber lives when I decide I've had enough of the trolls. I can just click it, and only the people who have a subscription will be, do you like that old one? Only the people with a subscription will be able to comment. Others can watch, but they won't be able to comment. So I appreciate those of you who are doing that. It just will make life easier for me. Because sometimes, you know, it's fine a little bit and a little bit of that, but to get a lot sometimes I just get fed up. And instead of blocking and doing my thing, I can just switch it. And I haven't wanted to do it, never understood why people did it, but now I'm doing it because I want sometimes just an easy flowing live, right? Pam, I believe on here it's $5.99. Is it $5.99? It's $5.99. But I don't get all of it. It's right now. It's current Goodman. So what you do is I think there's 5 people who have signed up so far on the subscription. So that way I have, and you know what's really cool is I can just do a live for my subscribers. And if it's 20 people, it's 20 people, you know? Or if it cuts down to 20 people, then it cuts down to 20 people. So it's available now. And that's why you see, if you look at the feed, you see the little pictures. Oh, it's $4.19 right now. It is, it's $4.19. They're doing a subscriber special. No, I'm not doing, this is just a TikTok thing. Patreon is something completely different. The one that's on here right now, the subscriber live on here is just a protection for trolls. Like if we just have enough and I just want to make it special for you guys, I can literally just slip it over to a subscriber live. So first month is $4.19. Yeah, and that's okay, PS. I'm not gonna do it all the time, but I'm not gonna do it all the time, but it's there for when I need it. So yes, some of you will lose out if I decide to switch it off, but that's okay. I'm on every freaking day. Yes, and you can literally, I have it set up so you can still watch, but you won't be able to comment. Yeah, I will set it up that way. GSR, you're fine. No, you can still watch, but it's not like I'm gonna do it all the time. I doubt I'm gonna be big enough to where I'm gonna do subscriber lives all the time, but it'll be nice because I can also just take you guys, I'm gonna do it to my other account too, but I can pop on whenever I want, and I can do a subscriber live, like while I'm shopping or driving. And those of you who want to be part of my, routine, you will be able to, it'll just go out to you. So you guys will get notifications, like Danielle's doing a subscriber live. Kind of like for those of you who have the Patreon, it alerts you to when I post something. It's just easier for me. Yes, we can still be friends. You don't have to do it, you guys. It just makes it more special for when I'm tired of having to deal with the trolls. You don't have to do it. You can still see me. You can just still hear me. If I do the switch off, it's just, you won't be able to comment. But it's not like I'm not gonna allow you to comment, It's just, I may turn it off for the last 15 minutes or whatever. It's not that big of a deal. It just gives subscribers extra things, like I said. So if I decide I want to go to, say, Wesley's game or Laney's game, and I'm sitting there on the sidelines and just want to talk to you for 20, 30 minutes, right? I can just do a quick subscriber live. And if 10 of you are on, then 10 of you are on. So I want special. You are special. You have, if I'm going out for wine, it gives more freedom for creators. It also pushes out the ugliness without having to always be on top of it and feeling frustrated. And if I have a harder day and I don't want to deal with it, I can switch it over. Doesn't mean you can't watch, it just means you can't comment. Only subscribers. It's not that big of a deal. You'll still see me. Hi Teresa, how are ya? BG Hugs, what's up? So anywho, today, if I wanted to, I can fucking go live in the casino with my 5 subscribers, and just have a quiet fun. A part-time job. Oh, Lord Goodman. Okay, matzo ball. Yeah. They are the worst, but this is a way to combat the trolls. Political lives, he switches. Yes, and it's fun. It's just nice way to do it. There is no harm, no foul. Everything that I do in Dan is, and it's not a big money maker for me, you guys. TikTok takes some of it, but it just helps me, gives me the peace of mind that when I've had enough and I don't feel like getting riled up, I can get the fuck out of it. The gambling habit, yes. Shh. Yeah, unsolicited advice. You guys, it's not even, and Chris, that's the hardest thing, is that for the most part, the trolls don't bother me, right? It's the unsolicited advice. Get him a walker. Get him hearing aids. You have enough money. I'm sure he has enough. Why don't you do that shit? I mean, all day long. Because we want to fucking torture the old dude. That's why. Because we want to fucking torture the old man. Because we love repeating ourselves. We love watching him fall. We love not him. We love yelling all day long. Ed is up. Hi, Tam. Thank you, Tam. Grandson, yay! Oh, poor Nug Nug. Was he born early? Is that why? Oh, that breaks my heart. My little Nug has a double ear infection. Man, only if you're in it. I do it the same. I know, all day long, it's exhausting. Tam, is he walking around in the kitchen? Or is he pouring his milk? I might run in real quick. I don't want to get off if he's not in the kitchen. No, and that's the thing. Like, I do this a lot. Oh, he waved at you. Shit. Well, I'll let him figure it out. Has he poured milk yet? Do you know? Bye, Bronx Anna. I'm gonna have a happy day. Okay, so he might be walking back. Love you, fat boy. Okay, it was sad to see the climbers suiciding. Oh, I haven't seen that. Good, man. It breaks my heart. You know who I've been watching a lot lately is Michael J. Fox. What a savage. What a savage. Hi, Nancy. Bye, Nancy. Have a good day. Subscription is monthly, yes. You can make it automatic or you can make it for the month. You can do it however you want. First month is $4.15. Bye, Linda. It just gives us more freedoms. You know, on subscription lives too, we don't have to be so careful. We can have more fun. You know, it's not monitored as much. I mean, it is. You still have to maintain community guidelines, but it's a little different. I didn't want to do it because I know how people feel about the money thing, and I hate giving it to, you know, TikTok. But at the same time, I kind of like the idea of having that luxury, right? That luxury. Here in Manitoba, 5:59. So it is what it is. I appreciate it. Oh, he doesn't? God, that would break my heart. But what about Michael J. Fox? Anybody ever been a Michael J. Fox fan? Anybody? I mean, and he's still just strong. Like, he's so amazing to me. Hi, Yolanda. Hi, Tiffany. Man, what a story, man. What a story. I mean, he just did an interview and I got goosebumps. Yeah, I love Michael. Amazing, right? And how many years has he lived with, you know, his disease, and he just, being able to go and speak and do what he does. Man, how cool. How cool. And listen to his stories. His wife is amazing. Amazing. Like, I look at that couple and I think, holy shit. You know, now that's a couple, you know? He was a big part of my childhood too. I love family ties, you know? It is, Teresa. I mean, wasn't he an alcoholic? Was he a pill popper too, or was he just, I don't remember. I'm getting my celebrities all mixed up. But, you know, it just shows you all those Hollywood actors, you know, all these big time musicians. They're just, you know, people think, us people, right? The peons of the world, think, God, Why would they do that to themselves? You know, they have everything in their hands, and why would they allow themselves to do that, to pressure? I would never. I don't know if I could say that, you know? I don't know if I can say that. I would like to think I was strong enough, but I'm older now, right? So just you wait, bitches. If I blow up and get popular and become a star, hold me to my words. Hold me to my words. I think when they start young, they're very vulnerable, right? Very vulnerable. And to have that fame and the fortune that amasses, you know, it's like they probably feel invincible, right? Like they can do anything. So it's crazy. Let me go in really quick and make sure Ed is, give me a minute. I want to make sure he's doing what he needs to do. Give me a second. Sorry. Fifth intermission. Fifth intermission.
We'll get you trained on. We'll get you trained on. What are the big ones? What do you get? What does Steven Spielberg require?
Sorry. I had to change him. Sorry, guys. I saw Dan walking up, but I don't know where he went. I just had to change him. Let me know. I just came back in. He's putting his shoes on. He'll probably brush his teeth. Let me know when he's back in the kitchen. Sorry. He was up. I have to get him changed and all that stuff. Oh, hi, Audrey. You guys are getting my badges. You're making me feel so special. Oh, you did, Sharon? Well, if you have TikTok, YouTube, you can watch them. I think oh, I'm not on. Yeah, but I think doesn't TikTok now keep the recordings? Oh, slick. Hi from Colorado. Sorry, I just had to get him up and going really quick. I saw dog Dan walk, but he's probably walking the property now. Nice of you to check in, buddy. I got your dad. I got my friends, my running, but don't you worry. I got it. So I have to get him dressed. I have to get his clothes changed. He doesn't like turn on lights or anything. So when I went in there to check on him, he's trying to rummage through his drawers. Can't see a damn thing. So I opened up the curtains and I gave him his clothes to wear. And tethered. And then I helped him get dressed, change his, his whole bottom half, and gave him his shoes. And so now I'll just wait for him. Sometimes he'll go in the bathroom, wash his face, brush his teeth for a couple times. So it'll give me a little bit more time. I got it, Dan. Don't you worry. I've already had to pee on my friends 5 times. And then your dad's up. I got him changed. Yeah, he's good. I got cereal ready in the morning. You didn't do it. I had the TV on for him. Yo, Dan. 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 Come here. By the way, I've had to get off the treadmill like 4 different times. This last time, I said I've had to get off the treadmill 4 different times. This last time I just changed your father. He's putting on his shoes. Can you finish the rest? Thank you. And coffee. You never give the poor man coffee. Lord have mercy. This is freaking, you know what this is called? Micromanaging at its finest. And y'all wonder, why has she got tone? My tone has been learned over time. My tone has been granted me the serenity of living life and dealing with the shit I deal with. Y'all, it's all in the way you say it. No. I say it fine. I get my shit ready. I do what I need to do, say what I need to say, and say it in the ways that I need to, based on the times I need to. Right? Yes, and Dad is a slob in other ways, right? Like an 80s slob. But he uses a coaster, He tries to make his bed. He folds up his pants at the end of the day. Dan, 5 different shirts he puts on at the end of the night. Shorts everywhere. I'm like, for the love of Pete, brother, fix yourself. Wrappers everywhere. Tones are tones, right? If I had a tone and didn't do anything, then come at me. Come at me. If I have a tone and I didn't do, you hear me? Didn't do a damn fucking thing. Sat on my ass and expected people to wait on me hand and foot, buy me all less things, then come at me. But my tone is a ship captain. My tone gets shit done. My tone is full of love, whether you want to see it or not. Yeah, very clean. I do have to fix this bed though, because I put a longer blanket underneath it because that room gets really cold. And so my tone added extra blankets for him. Funny how that makes me an angry bitch. But I added a couple extra blankets on there, and they're longer because they're like for the king bed. But they were down, and I thought they would keep him warmer. So, you iron? Who who irons anymore? Girl, take that shit to the dry cleaners. Oh, so he got it. Dan, I have been trying to train that man for 26 years. Even before that. He's untrainable. I don't even own an iron anymore. You know what I do? I put those fuckers in the dryer. Put it on a non-wrinkle thing and hope to God it looks good. You guys, I'm lazy when it comes to that shit. Look, I have my things that I do that are just, by the book, to the T, to the extent of my OCD. But there's certain things, hell no. Slick, we all need an iron on our body. Girl, I got a lot of wrinkles in it. Right? If only life was that easy. Hello, Faith. How you doing? Iron socks? Sheets? Underwear? Yeah. Oh, I should get a steamer. Shit. What the fuck? You know what I do? I'm gonna tell you something. Starch? Ugh. You know what I do? So I kind of dampen. If I'm wearing linen pants, right, that need to be ironed and I don't want to iron them, sometimes I take out don't judge. I'm going to tell you, I'm going to take out my hot iron, which I never wear, my flat iron, and I get the important areas, like the bottom of the pants, because I figure I'm going to sit anyway. That shit's going to get wrinkled. So then I sit down a couple times after I get dressed and, I'm good as new. I use my flat iron, a little mini flat iron that I never use. And I put my flat iron, and even on my shorts, I just do the crevices. And then I sit down. See? Smart, you guys. Because you're going to get wrinkling in the crotch and the ass anyway. So you might as well just skip that part. Is that bad? Oh, that's smart, Tabitha. A wet washcloth. Shit, that's a good one. Okay, so we're doing first. Dan's like, this is I can't. You're fine. Just sit down and roll around on the bed a couple times and nobody will ever know. They'll think you're a hard worker. Yeah, no. Fine, I'll get a steamer. Fuck. So what you're saying is Tabitha's way. I like Tabitha's way better. Washcloth wet, dryer, linen in, boof, be gone, and everything's gone. So is that not what we do? For fuck's sake. Y'all tripping. I know, I need to get me a steamer. But what am I gonna steam? Oh, Pam, you didn't have to do that, girl. What am I gonna steam? I don't go out. And Dan takes all his shit to the dry cleaners, court shit. And now, I know I saw that, thank you, you didn't have to. So what's funny is some woman on YouTube told me, she watched the live, so she commented underneath the live last night. And she said, I've noticed you don't wear your wedding ring. Why don't you wear it? It's bad luck. And I thought about it, and I thought, I could go through the whole thing about a tattoo, and, she probably wouldn't understand that, you know what I mean? And so I thought, I'm not going to even start with that. But I said, here's the thing. Why would I wear my wedding ring when I'm first at home, right? Everybody here knows I'm married. And risk losing it, because I've knocked the diamond out many times before. Plus, it's uncomfortable. When I'm cleaning and when I'm throwing the ball with the dogs and playing with the dogs and shit like that, my hands swell. My hands swell. It's not comfortable. I have not worn a ring in so long since I started CrossFit that when I put the motherfucker on, I want to take it off. Hi, Kim Brown. I want to take it off. I don't go out. And half the time, my fat ass fingers are bloated and I can't get it on in the first place, if you must know. I used to be a size 7 and now I may be 7.5. And do you know that the last time I had it fixed, right, when I knocked the diamond out like 10 years ago, Dan would not let me leave it because it's a top of the line diamond, y'all. And he's like, no, you will not leave it. You better stay there and watch it the whole time while it's being fixed. I said, what? He said, I've seen those 48 hours at the jewelry stores back behind where did they switch them out and give you a shittier one? Hell no, you are staying there and you are watching and keeping your eye on it. So I don't got time to go get it sized and stay there and watch it. That's another reason. I'm lazy. Hi, Emma Jane, how are you? So I just don't wear it. I have diamond earrings too. Should I put those on while I'm sitting at home doing nothing? Once I put them on, I don't take them out for a while because they're screwbacks. And yes, and I've gotten so used to not wearing it. I hated wearing them. I developed calluses when I did CrossFit. I got, and it was just uncomfortable. And half the time do your fingers grow? Asking for a friend. What happens to your fingers? Do they gain weight too? Have my fingers gain weight like my ass and my belly and my tits? I don't know. See, they stole your grandmother's diamond. See, that's what Dan's like, So Dan's like, I would prefer you just not take it in and not wear it and keep it safe. Well, and plus, y'all, I'm not as bougie anymore, I'm not as bougie. My ring's beautiful, y'all. And at the time, like, I was pissed because it wasn't bigger. But I have a beautiful ring. It's the one thing that Dan ever bought me, was my ring. The second ring, not the first ring. I still have that though too. I would like to make a little diamond pendant out of that though. But then I'm like, shit, or do I keep it for Andrew and have him use it for his proposal, like to start a tradition? But then I'm like, half the time those women like to take it. It's not big enough, right? So they're like, yeah, I don't want that. And then I would be really mad if they traded it in or something, So, oh, you're lucky, Pat. I think my fingers got a little plumper, or they're bloated. I can't tell. Some days I can put it on, and some days, KFC has the best coleslaw. So you know what I did? I'm gonna tell you what I did. This is me, y'all. I don't give a shit anymore. Could I buy the ring? Yes. But why spend the money anymore? So you know what I bought myself? I'm gonna tell you what I bought myself. I went on QVC. All you women know what QVC is. Yeah, and then I couldn't get off, and then I panicked, and I'm like, what the fuck? I gotta cut my fucking ring off, and I don't know what to do. Dan's like, well, you better lose a finger, because you ain't cutting it. So I bought myself the Infinity diamond rings, and they're the Diamonique, the Diamonique weddings rings, or whatever, Diamonique, like diamond-y things if you buy on QVC are the best looking, most real looking shit. So I'm telling y'all a secret, because Dan, after I almost lost my diamond, Dan was like, you ain't taking that anymore. You ain't taking that anymore. You ain't traveling with it. You ain't going to the casino with it, for fuck's sake. I don't need you pawning it in a time of desperation for like $200. So that shit stays here. They're really pretty. So they came like a stackable 5 set. And if I go out, typically, oh, you were, and now you're 7? Shit, Dulce. Yeah, and I have a beautiful diamond. So that's what I wear. I put my Diamoniques on. They say when you travel, it's best to not travel with the real thing anyway. So yeah, I think my original diamond, but I kind of toss and turn on that, because a lot of people, like Dan's brother, he gave, so first son, right? So Dan's mom gave Dave, when he proposed to his wife, her diamond. It was a pretty diamond. You know what they did? Do you know what they did? I'm gonna tell you. Traded it in. Traded it in for a bigger, better diamond. Now, y'all, like, if my kids ever did that, I would be like, you say, Mom, I appreciate it, but, she wants something else, blah, 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 blah. Like, propose with her, right? For the sentiment. And then, you know, give it back to your mama or save it for your son or something. So, yeah. No. And I understand. Sorry. And I understand, like, you know, it's like they may not want it. It may not be what they want. And that's okay. But don't do that to your mama. So, for fuck's sake, I might just take my ring and make it a pendant. I lost my diamond pendant, y'all. My favorite diamond pendant, my only diamond pendant that Dan bought me. It's gone. I don't know where it is. It's probably in my house somewhere. I would... I'm going to tell you something right now. Do you know... Ellie, turn it up. Do you know we were talking about yesterday about our kids, our sons, girlfriends, future wives, and that would be the number one way to get me to shank your ass. Number one way. They're iffy geeky. Fucking, I'd shank your motherfucking ass. I would shank it. You what? With my you, please tell me, Lord Jesus, and Allah and Buddha and everybody up in the heavens, Mama, Daddy, Grandpa, Uncle Leo and Sam and everybody else. You did what with my ring? Where's my ring, boy? You better find it and you better get it back. I don't care how much money. What? Girls don't do that shit. I'm going to tell you right there. Daughters, do not do that shit. The boys are weak. That's what happens. Well, honey, Ma, I swear it wasn't my fault. Catherine wanted just a bigger, better one. The fuck? And since when do we not listen to your mama? And we listen to your wife, your future wife. Boy, we better get that damn... Fuck that. She's out of the family. You better not marry that hussy. Any woman says, I'd like to trade it in. Any woman that says, I want to trade that in, and it's your mama's first ring, not the one. Not the one. You hear me? Not the motherfucker. I would definitely never like her ever again. Just saying, I'm honest. I tell you guys my real feelings. I don't give a shit if she massages my ass every day, kisses my toes, and brings me flowers every day. That one does not forgetting, is ever gonna be forgetting. Never forgotten, forgetting, and everything in between. I will always look at you like this. The one who traded my ring. My first ring. Sentimental! Where is the sentimental? Where's the sentiment these days? Where is it? Fucking out the window. Got the ring back and gave it to him. Hold on. Wait, what the fuck, Heather? My dad bought my mom a 15-year diamond ring. He put love, Tim, when Dad got remarried. Hold on. Dad bought the ring back and gave it to his second wife, and she was cool with it. The fuck? Huh? And she's still with Dave, with her, her upgraded diamond. And if I were Joanne, every time I saw her with that ring on, I would be looking like this. Yes, she still is. It doesn't make it okay. She took the family heirloom, like Ed and Joanne. Like, it's just, who does that? Who has conscience? What? You have to be devoid of any sort of human emotion if you did that. Just saying. So, now that I'm talking openly about this, I may just take my diamond and make me a pendant. Because I lost the other one anyway, right? So I might as well. And it's sentimental, right? It's my first diamond. He bought my mom a big diamond ring when they were... I know, that's weird, Heather. That's not okay. He sold it, bought it back, and gave it to his second wife. It's tarnished. It's tarnished. Very weird. Can you imagine? Look at my ring. It used to be my husband's ex-wife's ring, but it was just so beautiful I had to put it on. Tarnish and all. I mean, bad mojo. No voodoo in that. That's fucking filled with voodoo and divorce and everything in between. So, yeah. Fuck Andrew. He can buy his own ring for his woman. I will make me and my ring wasn't, could you clear there? Thursday, Sharon. Friday. Thursday, I'm casinoing today, girl. Her to me, she can't get her wedding rings off for your shits. That would drive me nuts. I can't sleep with rings on. Oh my God, like, I would like, Lord, help me get out of this. I am so finicky with that shit. Like, I cannot wear a turtleneck. Yes, I want it. And that's okay, Lily. You know, you're okay. It's okay to say, I appreciate it. I love it. I love the sentiment. But can we, you know, right? Like, fine, propose and then give it back or something. It does me too, Shauna. Like, I'm like, with the turtleneck and rings on. Like, I can never sleep with a ring on. It's turtleneck. I used to wear turtlenecks back in the day. And Lord knows, like, I should because my neck's starting to hang, but I just can't. I'm hot. Ugh, it makes me itch. I can't do it. Diamonds do hold energy. That's your stress release. You're going on Saturday. See, I try to avoid the crowds. I don't do well with crowds, especially my wedding rings. Now, me too. My fingers are fat. Windex does not always get tight rings off. Robin, it has failed me many times. Windex, and I love Windex. Y'all, I love Windex. I use Windex for everything. You know, I'm those Greeks, right? I got canker sore, Windex. I got foot fungus, Windex. I gotta mop my floors, Windex. I gotta clean my glass, well, obviously Windex. I gotta shine my silver, Windex. I gotta wash my car, Windex. I tried the string wrap, I tried the Windex, I tried the coconut oil, I tried the Dawn dish soap, I tried it all with the string. Nothing came off of it, and I needed to go to my neighbor's house because at that point my finger was a balloon and he cut it off. Windex. Danielle. Windex. Stain. Windex. Vomit. Windex. I've got ringworm. Windex. Oh no, Jube, I hate that. It is Windex. All right. I love Windex. How do I clean the Porsche? Windex. Anybody got some Windex? How do you clean your counters? Windex. Toilets? Well, I do use Windex for the top seat, but bleach for the others. Windex. Windex. Itchy back, dry skin, Windex. Yeast infection. Windex? Shit, it's the only thing I didn't try. Hemorrhoids on your ass. Windex. Just don't get it in the hole. Just lightly caress it on the surface of the anus. The outer ring only. Sore throat, open up, I'll give you a squirt, Windex. Lubrication for the penetration, Windex, squeaky clean. Prevents any catastrophes like bacteria or infection. Windex, Alex, Windex. And it has to be the fucking Windex, you know. Don't be buying the Dollar Tree Windex. It's not the same. You got to go with a brand name. The name you trust, Windex. Hi, Sean Dog. Sean Dog, Sean Dog, Sean. I can't say that 5 times in a row. Sean Dog, Sean Dog. Windex. Anybody have a problem? Just no, Windex. Um, wax buildup, Windex in your ears. Maybe I should squirt. You know, I wonder if we squirted Windex in one side of the ear canal, would it come out the other? Like, what if you squirted it in and got a little cleaning? Maybe that would help for Ed's ears. Windex. Constipation, just drink a little Windex. No, don't, Jesus. That's all I need. Somebody say, well, Danielle Salinger told me, Mrs. D. Sal NorCal told me to drink Windex. She said it would poop it out. It would help my inner colon get squeaky clean. No more. What are those things called? Colonoscopies. Just use Windex. Everything will come out. Andrew's shoes, I know, on his toes. I'm going to do that. I'm going to tell you, that's a good idea. Fuck apple cider vinegar or regular vinegar. Andrew, come outside right now. Ma, that's Windex. I know. Clears up any stink. Open your toes, buddy. Colon cleanse. You no longer, you're welcome, need to go into the doctor's office for a colonoscopy. Just bend over, have them squirt it in, and stand right back out, and it'll all come out. Squeaky clean. Nothing you can't fix with Windex. I'm telling you, there's a theory to that. Is there any other duct tape or tape like the duck that would fix anything? Y'all have no idea. Duct tape is a magical adhesive to when you need to keep things together, other than my car seat, because Dan's asked, the way he gets out of the car is like, I put brown duct. Anyhow, for some reason, I could duct tape my car seat that he ripped, by the way, and I can duct tape it with a brown duct tape, and it would stay nice and neat, right? But Dan does it the first day, and it's all rolled up and coiled up. Like, what? What do you do on it? Are you shaking your ass while driving? I mean, how does that happen? You got a notification? See, I'm gonna tell you something. When you're a subscriber now on the TikTok, you get notifications that I'm live. So if you watch your alerts and shit, and I happen to do just a spontaneous subscriber live on TikTok, you'll get an alert and you could be like, oh shit, my bitch is on. What has she got to say today? What is she doing? I'm gonna tell you, WD-40 is also used for a lot of magical things, not just squeaks, right? I have recently really somehow have been trying to figure out a way to be able to get it in my joints, right? It tells you how long I've been on shit. I don't like that. Fuck, for fuck's sake. This bitch is always on. Maybe now. This subscriber thing might be fun. Anyhow, yeah, WD-40. I mean, could you imagine if we, like, you know how when you have cancer, I know this is a bad analogy, but it's my mind thinking, where you can, like, you get a port. So why can't we just put like a port action in our joints, like behind the knees, right here in the elbow creases, the neck, and every time we feel achy, we can just stick in that WD-40 pink adapter, squirt it in, put it in the port, and squirt, right? And then everything, Christian, you don't have to. I'm not twisting your arm. So anyhow, wouldn't that be magical? So magical. And every time you got a cut or a bruise, you could just put some duct tape. Wait, didn't they say something? Oh no, they said that arnica. I was thinking that arnica. They were saying arnica for bruises and stuff like that. I know you guys have told me about that, the arnica. And they said for older people, it's really good. So you guys are right. I have to buy some. Where do you find that arnica? For Grandpa, and see if it works, because he gets so many bruises. So I might have to try the arnica, because why not? So Gorilla Tape, You like Gorilla Tape better than duct tape? Duct tape. Duct tape. Arnica? Pharmacy? All right. Health food store? All right. I want a penetration skin cream. Yeah, I have never found a penetration skin cream that has helped my aches and my joints. Maybe, you know what I like? The BioFreeze. The best thing I love is BioFreeze. The Flex Seal tape is good shit. All right, like would it hold up a bumper? You know, if you were flying in an airplane and the wings kind of hanging off, could you stuck that duct tape or monster tape or whatever Gorilla Tape on it, and would it hold during an aviation transportation? That's what I want to know. It's a logical question. Okay, so Arnica is not like the Amica. What's the Amway or whatever? Like you have to get Arnica through one of those pyramid schemies. It comes in cream and gel. It smells yucky. All right, hell yeah, it would keep a wing on. All right, well shit. Monster tape, like the monster glue. Well, I'm getting me some monster tape then. Magnesium spray is great for sore and achy. Is it? 2 old goats. What's 2 old goats? What is that, Sharon? Is for sure stronger than duct tape? Shit. I wouldn't want to. I, as well, Heather, would not want to be in the airplane experimenting with the monster Gorilla Tape. 2 old goats? What's the 2 old goats? Hi, Cindy. I don't like pills. I need creams or sprays. But I do like BioFreeze. Anybody like BioFreeze? BioFreeze is probably one of my favorite topical freezing mechanisms. Topical muscle relaxers or back or whatever. Thank you, Audrey. 2 old goats. I don't know, I'm waiting for Sharon to say. I love BioFreeze. It's like a roll-on deodorant. Remember back in the day when they, never heard of it? Oh my God, it's the best thing. Do you remember when they came out with roll-on deodorant? Like I was like, I have to have that. It was so fucking cool. It's kind of like that. It's a roll-on. Way better than Bengay. Better than Icy Hot. Hands down, BioFreeze. BioFreeze, hit me up. Give me a sponsor. I love it. Never heard of BioFreeze? Oh my God. Yeah, so Salvatore. I don't like aspirin cream. You gotta be careful with aspirin cream. Sometimes people have forgotten and grabbed the wrong thing. You know what I mean? Because, the aspirin cream and the lubrication is always in the same drawer. So you have to be careful. Just kidding. Never happened up here. We don't use lube. But I've heard of it happening. So that's why I like BioFreeze. It's easy to locate. It's roll on, and there's never a confusion if you have lube and are reaching for the lube. Get it? Just saying. You're welcome. For those of you who are thinking, shit, I better double check that. My daughter did that too, Hannah. Actually, ironically, my daughter Hannah did that. Tiger Balm on her lips. How many of you have toys, lube, and like some sort of topical agent for your aches and pains in your side table? Anybody? Because I know a lot of you do. So I'm trying to give you pointers. Make it very easily distinguishable. Right. I'm just saying. Toys, lube, topical agent. Just be careful. How many of you have accidentally used those topical agents with the toys? It's happened. And I know some of you are going to say, yeah, unfortunately me. And you're like, ooh, honey, we got some new lube. Ooh, I'm all hot. I see hot. Okay, abort. I'm burning. It burns. Baby, what'd you buy? Baby. Baby. Shit, honey. You use the Aspercream. I use what? Oh no, my vagina. It hurts. It burns. Y'all, gotta be careful. Foot cream. You gotta be careful. I know some of you are just not fessing up to it. I bet you have. You're just not gonna say it. Don't take me back. Don't take me back. Cause I don't wanna do that again. It was so painful, oh boy. Don't take me back to those awful memories because they were so bad. Okay, so do you have to go to the doctor? Like, what do? How do you cool it off? What if it becomes fiery red down there? It hurts. I mean, because it's sensitive. And their inner folds is very sensitive. I can't imagine any of that shit. Can you? I don't know. Could you imagine walking in? I'm sure the ERs. Anybody ever work in an ER and they have that? Ma'am, what's the matter? I got give me a minute. I got Aspercream in my inner labia, in my vagina. Well, honey, ooh, how did you do that? Accidental. And it burns. It hurts. It's on fire. New meaning to fire crush. It's on fire. What do I do? What do I put on it? Milk. Milk. Windex. Woo! Woo! Windex. I don't know if Windex would fix that. That might add more fuel to the fire. Fuck, can you imagine? Oh, how many women are like, fuck. Imagine. Here we are, right? We've had, how many of you, I've never had an STD, so I can't even go that far, but, I know some of us have had, the only burning sensation, like topical that I've ever put down there was a, special fun little lube tube, and I didn't like it. It was like blow on it and it gets cool, suck on it and gets hot. I didn't like all that shit, right? So, Eileen, they don't have roulette there. How did I stop? How did I go from I don't know what I'm doing here. Anyhow, so here's the thing, jelly beans. Yeast infections are no joke, right? You have had bladder infections, things in there don't feel right. And especially with the yeast infections, right? Like hemorrhoids, itchy ass, the things that just make us uncomfortable. I wonder if Aspercream would help take away that itch. And sometimes, when you're that itchy and miserable, you think to yourself, I would love to feel anything but this itch, right? Anything but this itch. Like right now, I'm itching like a motherfucker. My ass itches, my vagina itches, and I'm just uncomfortable. So, Windex, Biofreeze, I'm down for it. No to the Aspercream. So, funny Aspercream story. Am I diabetic? No, I'm menopausal, girl. I'm menopausal. Yes, so funny thing you say that, Vaseline. So Eileen, I'm going to tell you, my friend said the same thing. She said, girl, you're going to dry up like the Sahara Desert. And let me tell you, you know nothing about the itch. Yeast infections don't even touch the itch you get when you dry the fuck up. She goes, so I'm going to tell you a little something. I'm going to tell you something. The perineum, the anus, they all itch like a motherfucker. They do. And I said, tell me more. So what do you do? Windex? Bleach? Cornstarch? No. She says, you know what she says? Vaseline. I said, Vaseline? You got things slipping and sliding down there when you're walking, sitting, you feel slimy as fuck. And she goes, girl, did you not hear the key words? Dry. Drier than the desert is dry. Drier than anything you've ever seen dry. It is. So what do you think the Vaseline does? Fucking sucks that motherfucking shit up. You don't feel smushy, gushy, slushy, and slick. You know, it just sucks it up. And it makes it feel better. Yeah, so Vaseline. So I'm experimenting with the monostat because I really think I have a little yeasty shit going on down there. So if not, I'm buying me some Vaseline. So any of you women, yeah, so you're welcome. See, I'm on hormones, Irish Glow. So I'm not dry right now because I'm on hormones. So at 50, my doctor is going to test me for menopause. Did I see your text messages? No. They said they were retracted by you. So she said, I said, well, wouldn't I dry up anyway if I'm in menopause? And she said, no, because you have hormone. And so the hormone's going to keep you from, like, it's going to keep you, like, getting, I was at 36. I was in peri at 36. That's when I started birth control pills for my menopause and, or perimenopause. And so she's like, so you go off. So when you go off of it, she goes, you go off of it for 5 days, we test your hormones and see. And if you are in menopause, then we take you off of it. And, you know, there's other things we do. So she said, I will not dry up until I'm off of birth control. And I'm in menopause. She goes, girl, you will dry up no matter what. And she also said Vaseline. Barbara, Vaseline has been used for years. My grandmother put it on her face. My grandmother used Vaseline for her moisturizer. And she was a beautiful woman the day she died. Vaseline, I feel confident using it. You're not dry. I hope I'm not dry. You know, everybody has their things. Everybody has their opinions on everything. Vaseline for me does not scare me. It's been around for shit. And if I worried about Vaseline, I mean, I should be worried about a lot more other things, right? Like the air I'm breathing, the food I'm eating. Unless you wear an air quality controlled face mask and grow your own food and your own meat, that's the least of my worries. Bye, Emily Jones. Have a great day. Yes. And so what's really interesting, I'm going to tell you something. I used to be a grease mongol, right? I used to be the greasiest motherfucker on the planet. My hair, my face, like I would wash my face and I would look oily. So now, eventually over time, right, what happens? My face is not oily anymore. My hair was still oily. Do you know that I didn't wash my hair the other day? Because I took a shower late and I was like, I'll just wait for it. And I put oil in my hair at night. I put rosemary mint for my scalp and for my hair follicles and all that shit. The next day I was like, I don't even need to wash my hair. What the fuck? What the? It's like eating it. It's eating it. It's eating all the grease. Today it's a little bit more greasy. So it's just like sometimes so weird. If I put oil in my hair back in the day, on top of the grease that I already developed, I would literally, I looked horrible. So my hair, that's what's changing. I am in the thick of fucking menopause. Shit's changing. I just don't know how fast it's changing because I'm still on birth control. So they start technically when, so technically, I guess, I don't know if your doctor's offices do it, but they test many people get tested, right, for menopause, their hormone levels. So my doctor's office, between 48 and 52, statistically is when you go through menopause, right, or in menopause. So she's like, I just like to test people at 50 because it's somewhere in between. And then if you're still not there menopausal, Yeah, everything is dry. Then we just check it every year after until you are. And then I get off birth control. So I was like, I would. I get off of birth control. Is that safe? She looked at me, she laughed. She goes, well, there's other things you can do. I said, well, we put me on birth control to stabilize my moods. What? And I'm supposed to live without that once I'm in menopause. And there's no need for it anymore. What about my moods? What, doesn't that help now? She goes, yes, well, it gets you through those rough times. But once you're in menopause, you don't need it anymore. Oh, it's like my crutch with the puck. West Memphis, what's up, Eric? My hometown is Nashville, Tennessee. We're what, like 3 hours away from each other. 3-4 hours, everything is dry. So my hair is drying up, my scalp is drying up. My vagina has yet to dry up yet, but my ass is dry. It's itchy. And everything is going smoothly. And Maria, I've heard that. I've heard the full hysterectomies are the way to go. I really need to stop drinking coffee, but I only drink like 3/4 of a cup a day. But as you can see, what happens to me. Look, I mean, I drank it and I literally came on the treadmill, and then I had to pee like 5 times. So anywho, Bristol. Yep, I'm a Nashvilleian. Maybe that's why you love me. So use Estra Forte. It resolves everything. Well, I'm still on birth control. So once I get off of that, I will, you know. Oh, Mickey, you're so fine, that blows my mind. Hey, Mickey. Hey, Mickey. Oh, Mickey, you're so fine, you blow my mind. Hey, Mickey. So here's the thing. Yes, I talk about way too many things, but if I can help women out, men understand their women better, then I think it's important, you know? Like a lot of women are like, Vaseline? Wow, I didn't think about that, you know? Depo, the shot. God, I was so scared because I was so, like, I could never take estrogen, additional estrogen. Oh, that's good, Happy. I could never take estrogen when I was younger because it gave me bad migraines and made me sick as a dog. Today, my body eats it up, bitches. I am on the highest estrogen dose pill there is, and I don't feel a thing. I'm no longer oily and my body can tolerate the estrogen. So when I said, yeah, you do still go through those hormones, man, and have a baby 3 years. Yeah. Well, I have a good friend too, Tabitha, that has PCOS and has for years. She was able to have 3 beautiful babies, luckily, but it took her a long time. I know that's barely any coffee, but it makes me pee. So I got on super early this morning because I have shit to do and I'm still on and just stalling time. I pee a lot, you know, already. And so it's a diuretic, so it makes you pee. Tracy, it's so hard too. My friend has had it since she didn't really know until she was older and trying to have kids, I think. I might be wrong. But yeah, it's like you're in menopause, right? It's like you're in menopause. So, yeah, I don't know. I asked my doctor last year and I said, well, should I do hormone replacement therapy instead of birth control? She looked at me and laughed. And she said, girl, you are on the highest form of estrogen there is. Hormone replacement therapy is a lot less than what you're taking now. Stick to what you're on. Okay. Wow. I'm on estrogen? Yes, you have been since you were 36. Really? Uh-huh. Oh. I thought I was progesterone. No, you're on estrogen. Okay. Who knew? 9 miles. I gotta get off. What the hell am I doing? I don't know. Italiano. Alla vogliola. Alla vogliola. I still need to break it to my family. Like, do I text my Behar chat, right? The Behar people, the people who are philanderers and fuckers. Fuckers meaning obviously philandering is fucking outside of, you know, mistresses and shit, but spreading their seeds but fuckers meaning like assholes who philander, right? Maybe it was some women too. I don't know. But like, do I say what the fuck? Do I send them my do 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 I send them a copy of my thing and be like, bitches, what's up? What's up? I thought I was Spanish. I thought I was French. I'm none of those motherfucking things. I'm Italiano. What? Who? Huh? What? I think I'm going to throw a loop into the group chat today. It's one of my cousin's birthdays, but I'm going to be like, y'all have some explaining to do. Y'all have some, ow! Oh, I'm sore. Y'all have some explaining to do. Just recently, ya bitches told me I was Spanish. Where in the genealogy do you see Spain? Where? Because I'm quite confused. So I'm going to send it to them. I'm going to strike up the chat today. Boom! Y'all know this? Anybody else done their DNA test? And why did we not know? Nobody ever said Italiano. I need some explaining. I need some. What if I blow up a family secret? What if I, like, am I going to be responsible for, like, spreading the information? I'm bringing it up. Fuck that. Bringing it up. They fucked me over. They fucked me over. All my life I thought it was French. I took French because everybody spoke French on that side of the family. You're French. You speak au français. Oui, oui, bonjour. Comment ça va? Oui, ça va. Et toi? Ah, come on. You know, I took that because of them. My dad was born in Cairo. They moved from Cairo to... Where did they go? Did they go to France for a little bit and then went to Jersey after that? I don't know. I'm confused. I thought I knew what the fuck happened over there, but I don't know. Then I go to my brother's wedding and my cousin says, girl, you're Spanish. You ain't French. You're français? Oui, oui. Je parle un petit peu. Un petit peu. I don't know. Cairo, yeah. But I do, they're still Egyptian to me. And, one of those islands over there, it's they do these, islands. And so I am more Egyptian than I am Spanish. Did you hear me? I am more Egyptian than I am Spanish. I kept walking around saying, walk like an Egyptian, right? And my daddy's like, honey, no. You can't say you're Egypt. I was just born in Egypt. I'm like, oh, okay. And then you're French, you're French, and you're like Spanish. You have some Spaniard in you. Okay, so, and then, I was talking to my cousin, and he said, well, ciao, Bella. He didn't even say ciao, Bella. Ciao, Bella. Nothing. Italy, Italian, and it's their side. So he said, girl, you ain't French, you ain't Egyptian, you're Spanish. Behar is a Spanish name. I mean, what? Who am I? I don't even know anymore. So then I get this fucking thing back and I'm like, what? I'm more Italian than anything else on that side. On that side. Did you hear me? More Italian than anything else on that side of the family. Mind blown. Behar. Spanish. So I don't know what the fuck happened, who was philandering who, and what was doing what, where the babies were had, and who was the mama, and who was the daddy, and who was not out in the marriage. Because there was shit happening in the marriages, there was shit happening outside of the marriages, and then you have all this diversity, right? My dad was born in Cairo. I have to fill my tank.
my gambling tank. There was baby daddies. There was mama daddy. There were mama. Yes, there was baby daddies, because that's the only way it goes, right? These women were opening their legs they were the mistresses. Mistresses. I'm a little bit Arab. But I'm mostly Italian on that side. Mostly Italian. But I have Egyptian, I have Lebanese, I have Armenian, I have, you know, total, like, I'm a Mid-East blend. And then Italian, and then the rest of me is Mid-East. 1% French. 1%. Uno. Un. Percent. Mind blown. So I'm sending my shit to the family today. I've made up my mind. It's going. And I'm going to be like, what the fuck? Brigitte. And listen to their names. Brigitte. Monique. It's not fucking Italian. Monique, Brigitte, and David. David. They spoke French. Not Italiano. So, no, there's no matzo ball on that side. I can sure as hell tell you. Hi, Bofa. Merci beaucoup. Yeah, so what, yeah, that, it was just like, it's not Italian, it's a Behar, it's French. So, I'm so confused. Monica, did you hear me? And Brigitte, Daniela. Is Danielle Italian? It's French. Mama, what the fuck? Dad, you got some explaining to do. Where did the Italiano side come in? Any idea? I don't know. French? Merde. I'm confused. Who am I? Oh no. I do have some Portuguese as well. Po, I told you. Italiano mostly, but everything else is in there too. I think it went from, I gotta look at the percentages again, but Italian was the biggest one, and then one underneath that was like the whole, the continent of like Palestinian, Arab, Emirates or Emirates, whatever, Lebanese. That's the next one down. 11, I don't know, 11% or something. I'm so confused. Portugal, yes, Portugal, yes. I'm so confused. It's okay. Mama, did you not know what I was? Daddy, you too. Egyptian and French, that's what I grew up thinking, with a little bit of Spanish. Boy, well, surprise. Yes, my daddy was born in Cairo. Yes. I'm extreme. Hi, Chess. How you doing, girl? Dan's like, he's like English, American, and he's got what the Swiss. Does he have like, I don't know, Ireland? No, he doesn't have Ireland. I don't know. He's something. He's the opposite, polar opposite of what I am. I'm from Nashville, so if you're a Georgian, I'm telling you, those fuckers were fucking. They were out. They weren't just in their marriages. They were fucking outside of marriages. Which, I'm going to tell you something. The story was, you know, my dad, Bobby was his nickname. Bobby. His name was Albert. French? Je ne sais pas. Albert can be Alberto. It could be Italian too. I'm so fucking confused. So, I think he kept, oh shit, I thought somebody was coming. He kept women. I'm whispering like my family couldn't tune in and hear me. But it makes me feel better. But he told Dan the first time he met him, he said, you take care of my granddaughter. And whoever you have on the side, make sure she doesn't know about it. Excuse me. Dan walked away and we went to the hotel. He was like, we have to talk. Huh? You just, he always says, you just have to take care of my granddaughter. That's what he always says. I'm like, that's so not how Poppy talked. But whatever. So no shit. No shit, there was philandering. No shit, there was life outside of the marriage. Those men were fucking outside, spreading their seeds. That's why I'm so fucked up. My body is confused. It doesn't know what it wants to be and who it should be. Who are you? I don't know. I'm a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and a little bit of that, and less of that. I grew up all my life thinking I knew what I was. And it's like one of those things that you think you know, and then you're like, well, fuck. Was it better not knowing, or was it better knowing? It's kind of still blasphemy, you know? Like, what do you do? Do I start talking Italiano and learn Italiano? Because what the fuck, I've been living a lie. Still waking up confused. Who am I? Other than Danielle Rachel Behar Salinger. Who am I? My ancestors were dirty, dirty fucks. Does that mean I need to take on the role of my ancestors and fuck away? Do I go spread my eggs out and populate the earth? Am I not doing my civic duty as that side of my family? I mean, I wish I would have known this earlier. For fuck's sake, my eggs are confused, they're dried up, and they are no longer of use to anyone out there. If I populated the earth with my egg right now, I don't want to say it because people will judge me, but it would not be well. That child would not be well. I fucked up. I could have had misters out there instead of mistresses. I could have had misters, and but I couldn't have because, you know, I would get pregnant and Dan would be like, oh, another one? Yeah, another one. And it comes out like a different color. What happened? I don't know. What did you do? What did you do? It's your sperm. It wouldn't have worked well for me. But for the men, you know, and then they carry on 10 years later. By the way, you have a baby child. I would. Yep. Remember that one night when you were on a business trip, or you claimed to be on a business trip, and they had that one little fun extravaganza up in my loft above the restaurant in Sicily. Fuck. Oops. That was that side of the family. I am half cheater. I'm half cheater. That's what I am. I'm full of cheaters. Fuck. Have you ever thought of it that way? I'm a half cheater. Who are you? I'm a cheater. By injection. Yeah, the brother thing would have freaked me out. I already knew my brothers. They were there because they've done the test, but none of my other fucking family has done it. I don't think they want to know. I don't think they want to know. So I'm going to drop the bomb today. I'm just going to say, sorry, bitches, do what you must with this shit. But you bitches have Italiano in you. And is this why? Because you know there's fucking going on. Do you know, are they brothels? Like, are these women, were they in brothels? Am I a part hooker's baby? I'm a hooker. My ancestors were hookers. They were fuckers. And they cheated with men who were married. I'm Arab. I'm part Arab. I could marry anybody and feel a kinship with thy Arab or anybody else. A Sicilian? For fuck's sake, they could practice. I could have family in Sicily. Sicily? Is that southern Italy? I don't know. Fuck. Y'all. I'm a product of cheating mistresses. Major secrets on that side of the family. Major secrets. But I'm dropping the bomb today. I'm going to do it. I'll let you know what they say. I did my genealogy. That's how I know I'm fucked up. Half of me is on the fucked up side. My mom's side at least knew who she was and what she was. Fuck. But my dad's side was philanderers. I feel they were cheaters. I should have been a cheater my whole life. Fuck, I would have fit into the family well on parent two's side. What are you doing? I'm fucking. Who are you fucking today? I don't know, Bill. Tomorrow you have a schedule? Oh yeah, because I'm supposed to spread my seed to people. That's just what we do on our side of the family, my dad's side. 2 siblings after my mom died. What the fuck? What the fuck? And then you can't ask, right? Like, Mama, are you, wait, your mom's kids? Or on dad's side? What, like, huh? I wasn't much of a fucker anyway, so I don't think I could have done that. Plus, I had 3 kids, and I had a husband who was always awry somewhere else. I would never have had time for fucking. I barely had time for it in my own house. But I'm just saying, I feel like, you know, I don't know, just to fulfill this obligation that I have on this side of the family, half of me, the right side, left side. Yeah, left side mom, she knew who she was. She gave me exactly what I know she gave me. The right side, well, they're fucked up. Fuck. I'm gonna drop it. I'm gonna see what they say. I'm gonna be like, I have some questions. Anybody wanna enlighten me on who I am? I'm doing it today. I'll get back to you tomorrow. This should be should I do it? It's my cousin's birthday. Well, she's fucking 50 something. I mean, she should know, like, none of them are on there. Are they aborting the heritage line because they know there's dark family secrets? Is my dad's dad Poppy? Is my dad's mom Lola? I don't know anymore. Was my dad a baby mama kid that she just dropped off one day and Lola said, well, I'll just take you in? I don't know. I'm fucking mind blown. I don't know. I don't know. Not the birthday announcement. No, I'm going to do it because it's been festering inside. It's festering. And I'm like, I just need to know. Y'all told me I was Spanish just like a couple months back. Where's my fucking Spanish genealogy? My mom gave me 58% bitch. That's a straight line. It said, you are 58% bitch, and the other shit is my dad. That's what it is. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Facts are facts. It's a mosquito. Anyhow, all right. No, I'm just gonna do it. Should I do it when I'm drunk at the casino today? Bitches. I'll send them a face chat. What the fuck? Why are we burying these family secrets? Who are we? Who? You know I will, because it's pissing me off. I'm mad that they keep telling me I'm somebody I'm not. Like, you're a Behar. What the fuck is a Behar? I thought it was French. Now I'm Italiano with Lebanese and Argentina and Persian and fucking, you know, Egyptian a little bit. And then I'm all these other things I can't even remember. Arab. Lebanese. No, my uncle's not around, but my aunt is, and she is on that group thread. The only living person in that family, well, my dad's family, is literally the sister, Nicole. Her name's Nicole! Nicole! My My dad's name was Pierre. Piero. French. Nicole. Pierre. Raymond. Just saying, you guys. It is what it is. There's nothing I can do about it. But somebody needs to start talking. Somebody. I don't care who it is, but somebody must tell me what I am and why and what the fuck. Was it a cover up? It's cover up. I think there's covers ups. There's cover upsies in that family. What do you do about it? Or I'm uncovering the secrets right now as we speak. I'm a bastard. I really can't be a bastard, but what's going on when I do a DNA test and I find out I'm not the person who I thought I was supposed to be? Oh fuck, what's going on? And I thought I was French and Spanish with a little bit of Egyptian, but oh no, I'm not any of those things. I'm gonna blow this shit up today. Don't you worry. It's blowing up. It's going off. Actually, matter of fact, when I get off the fucking phone, I'm gonna send them and be like, well, who was lying? What the fuck? That's what I'm saying. I just took a DNA test. Turns out I'm 100% unknown and I don't know who I am. I got real problems with my DNA test. Who the fuck am I and what was I supposed to be? I don't know. I gotta write that song. Anyhow, all right. Love you guys. I'm out. Pieces. Thanks to everybody who joined the subscription on this side. It will be fun. I promise. I'll have to come up with better lyrics. Today's crazy day. I gotta give Baxter his pill. I gotta go. Baxter pill and everything else in casino and blah, blah, blah. So peace out, motherfuckers. Remember, you are important, you wordy, and you matter. And your feelings are just that, yours, right? Don't tell anybody, or don't let anybody tell you how to feel, because that's within us, that's ours, we own it. But remember, it's the reaction that is not okay. So take a deep breath, think about it, marinate, and think, what can I do to be better? And then go from there. Love you. Have fun. Love you. Thank you for everybody who's purchasing the subscriptions. We're going to have fun. I promise you we will do fun things with those. All right. Love you, love you, love you. Oh, I'm just sitting here thinking I logged out.